The Coors Super Crown of Stadium Motocross. Round number 1 took place at Anaheim Stadium. In the main event, Doug Duboc, number 21, got the whole shot. But Duboc's lead was short-lived. Exiting turn number 1, Duboc clipped a hay bale and went down. America's top motocross stars quickly moved to the front of the pack and never looked back. Team Honda's Rick Johnson, number 2, led the charge the first few laps at Anaheim. Then came Jeff Ward, riding the factory Kawasaki with the number 1 plate. Ward jumped into the lead with a gutsy inside pass block. At this point of the race, Rick Johnson seemed content with holding down second position. But Yamaha's Mickey Diamond, number 6, attempted this inside pass and went down. Later in the race, Johnson caught up with Ward and successfully made this inside pass stick. And Jeff Ward seemed frustrated. But 2 turns later, Ward misses a shift, comes up short over a double jump, and crashed. Race leader, number 2, Rick Johnson, almost went down, avoiding a fallen lapped rider. Diamond then snuck up on Ward and passed him to move into second. When the checkered flag appeared, it was an elated Rick Johnson, raising his arm, giving a thumbs up, followed by Mickey Diamond. Winning round number 1, Rick Johnson, with Mickey Diamond second and Jeff Ward third. Tonight, the chase for Super Crown title continues. The battlefield is a man-made dirt obstacle course that will send riders launching themselves into orbit. With rows of infamous stutter bumps that can bring riders tumbling down. And thousands of enthusiastic fans are here, and we are ready to race. From San Diego's Jack Murphy Stadium, this is round 2 of the Super Crown of Stadium Motocross. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Huffman. With me to call the action, David Stanfield. And David Stanfield, the fans are coming in, and a lot of people are here tonight to see what you've called the El Cajon Zone.
3 guys that live about 12 minutes away right up the freeway is Ricky Johnson, Brock Glover, and Ronnie Lechine.
And Johnson is coming off a win at Anaheim, so he's pumped.
He is pumped, but remember, those 3 guys have won this race 5 times previously.
Another rider to watch for tonight who doesn't really care if the fans are behind him is Jeff Ward.
Jeff Ward loves to be the underdog. He loves that kind of incentive.
Yeah, no question. Mickey Diamond, another rider to watch for on a Yamaha. He has come from behind to finish second, to finish third at some of the other races. He's long overdue for a victory.
Hey, you talk about these Supercross tracks with big air. Mickey Diamond's got to love this thing because there are some incredible jumps here tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with the highlights of the heat races in the main event right after this. Let's take a look back at heat number 1. Getting the whole shot of surprise, a Yamaha support rider from Costa Mesa, number 21, Doug Duboc. But challenging him early was Jeff Lease, the Australian champion, and Lease is up in the air, Dave.
2 different lines on this track. Look at this. And now over the big triple. And Duboc held the lead start to finish, but was challenged. Right there, Lease dropped back to third, and Keith Bowen moved into second.
Keith Bowen on the Tough Racing Kawasaki in second spot, a former AMA Rookie of the Year, now chasing Duboc. And Duboc on the factory support Yamaha, and Bowen on the complete privateer Tough Racing Kawasaki. He's chasing his ex-teammate.
But it's the factory riders that are supposed to win, and here is Jeff Lease, number 7, doing an incredible triple jump up and over the back of Keith Bowen, moving into second.
Oh, a beautiful pass, Lease early in the race over Bowen. Now, here is Duboc in front at about the midway point of this heat number 1, and Lease trying to go around him. He's all over the track going after him.
2 different lines on this track, but when Lee started to pressure Duboc, Duboc moved to the inside and tried blocking.
A beautiful job of blocking by young Duboc. He's got a great future ahead of him. Leask is frustrated. He's all over the track trying to get around Duboc, and he just can't do it.
Things got a little tense here. Last lap, white flag coming out. The crowd expecting a big move, and Jeff Lease trying to figure out where he can get by Duboc.
Both bikes seem to be equal on horsepower, and Leask was just unable to move around him. They go to the inside. Leask goes to the inside, Duboc on the outside. He drives out, Leask does, but doesn't quite have the momentum to go around the young Yamaha rider.
Outstanding riding by both of these great competitors, but look at Leask trying to figure out how can I pass Duboc.
Oh, and Duboc almost goes down, almost went down over that jump. Duboc in front, Leask in second, 21 and 7. Duboc in red and Leask in white.
Duboc feels the pressure right now, and Leask is all over.
He is. The last part of this race, Duboc was feeling the pressure of Jeff Leask. They're headed for the checkered flag, heat number 1. and Lease. This is where it gets interesting, Dave. We look back at it, and Lease getting very, very frustrated, trying to get around Duboc as they head through traffic.
And look at this move through the hoops. Lease tries it. He does get the lead just for a second.
And Duboc takes him to the outside, sweeps him, and he goes down faster than an Idaho thermometer in January. Taking a look back at it, what happened?
Duboc, the inside, pushes Lease out high on the berm. His right foot comes off. He's got the throttle on and loops it.
So Doug Duboc taking the win. Lease second, Keith Bowen third. The Canadian Ross Peterson in fourth. Heat number 2 in San Diego was wild. The start was wild, especially for young Eric Keogh, number 9. Watch the number 9 rider. Drives hard to the outside, and down goes Kehoe. He was the great yellow hope for Suzuki. Let's take a look back, David.
You know, he had this, and he had the whole shot perfectly, but a couple green riders behind him pushed him out of that groove and into the berm, and the domino theory, he takes at least 8 riders with him.
Is that green referring to inexperienced or green referring to Kawasaki?
I think Kawasaki.
Number 8, Jeff Stanton, then took over the lead as Keogh tried to fight his way back up.
Tommy Watts fell over, lost second right there. And here's the battle for second right now. Billy Frank and Kehoe moves into second.
So Eric Keogh went into second midway in the race, right in back of Frank, but Frank paid him back a little bit later. Look at this. Whoa! Boy, he could be charged with grand larceny by the San Diego Police Department. Frank could on that pass.
What a surprise.
Here comes Keogh back again. For the end of heat number 2, goes back in front of Frank and heads for the finish line, chasing, trying to reel in Jeff Stanton.
Stanton felt a little pressure at this point, riding a little wild, but this is the last turn, last lap. He's got the checkered flag.
So Jeff Stanton won heat number 1. Beautiful cross-up as he went across the finish line. Eric Keogh finished second, Frank third, and Frankie Brundage was fourth. A good lineup in heat number 3. There is number 3, George Holland. Next to him, number 6, Mickey Diamond. And the national champion, number 1, Jeff Ward.
And what a battle. It was a Jeff Ward runaway, but it took at least a lap for him to get away from this crowd.
A surprise early in the race. Ward did not expect Diamond to be as strong. Look at Diamond, number 6 on the outside.
Diamond flying through the whoops, and he has got speed. Look how he carries the speed.
Beautiful. And Ward on the inside, Diamond on the outside. But in just a moment, we'll see what made the difference in this third heat. Wardy triple jumping, and Diamond didn't quite make it. Now Diamond comes back. Wardy was leading early. Diamond was putting the pressure on. Holland was running third.
Basically, this is how it ended, but what's interesting right here is watch George Holland, the second one to clear this triple.
Oh, look at Holland. They felt that in Japan, that landing.
Big air, but that's how it ended, 1, 2, 3, but it was a riding school, an incredible instructional. Everybody got
their money's worth on that one, just watching Ward. Look at him. He's more alone than Jimmy Swaggart out in front. Unbelievable.
The fastest lap time, the cleanest lines. He had it totally under control.
Well, he really did. Ward looked awfully good in heat number 3.
This is what they call a clicker. Over the triples last lap, he shows off for the crowd, has fun, and the photographers get a great shot.
Look at the flash bulbs go off. Jeff Ward winning heat number 3 at San Diego. A beautiful wire-to-wire win. Diamond second, Holland third, and Johnny O'Mara finishing fourth. Heat number 4 was interesting from a number of points. The start and a couple of crashes. Here's Johnson, number 2, right in the middle, but he did not get the whole shot in heat 4.
Ronnie Lachine on the big green machine out front, followed by Brock Glover, the golden boy, and Ricky Johnson moved past Kalos, and that was it, 1, 2, 3.
So Lachine from just down Interstate 8, along with Glover and Johnson, all from the El Cajon area, leading here in front of a very strong crowd, a very big crowd at San Diego. The seats behind, the empty seats, are from the Super Bowl, the actual Super Bowl held a few weeks before, and they have not been sold because of safety reasons, because a lot of times the bikes end up in the crowd. So that is Lachine, number 4 in front, Glover, number 44 in second, and number 2, Johnson in third.
And basically it stayed that way the whole race. Now what happened with Johnson, we don't know. I thought that his clutch lever was giving him trouble, so he was content with third place, basically.
That would transfer him right to the main event. This is heat number 4. Again, Lachine in front, Glover in second, and Johnson third.
Here's the interesting point. Last lap, 2 turns to go. Now watch Lachine. He's very comfortably in front. He looks over to see where Glover is and takes a double take, and look what he saw.
This is what he saw. That's Glover in the blue going down, and he went down very, very hard. Johnson coming up on him in third spot, and Johnson finds himself in second all of a sudden, courtesy of that Brock Glover crash.
No problem. Ricky will take it. A strong second place. Brock finished third.
So here is the finish, and look at this. This is unreal. A feet off the pegs finish by Lachine. He's happy. Johnson second, Glover third, Sean Kalos fourth.
Jeff Ward, Mission Viejo, age 26. Mickey Diamond, 23, Placentia, California.
Rick Johnson, 23, El Cajon.
Ron Lachine, 21, from El Cajon, California.
Rod Glover, El Cajon, California, 27 years old.
And McGee drops for the main event from San Diego. And out in front, local boy, number 2, Ricky Johnson. But there's a collision, Dave.
The first turn pileup. Leask and Dubach are among the 8 riders down.
And they battled earlier in their heat. All right, the main event underway, and Ricky Johnson, the crowd favorite here in San Diego, is out in front. Second, a surprise, Mickey Diamond is running second, factory Yamaha. And third, Jeff Ward, number 1. You can see him right there, back by Stanton.
And Lachine pressuring Stanton, trying to get into 4th spot.
Ron Lachine, the third part of that triple riders from El Cajon, the El Cajon zone that you call, Dave. Brock Glover, Ricky Johnson, and Ron Lachine. But right now it is Johnson in front. And Diamond putting the pressure on.
And through the whoops, there's Lachine. Lachine passes Stanton into 4th.
So Ron Lachine goes to 4th. Here is the lineup. Number 2, Ricky Johnson. Look at what the corner workers are waving on. This guy is an acknowledged crowd favorite here tonight. It is Johnson in front, Diamond running second, Wardy third, and Ron Lachine 4th.
And they are taking already 2 different lines. There's that outside berm line, and there's inside groove line.
Ricky Johnson and Diamond both suffering from some ailments this week, David.
Mickey Diamond has had the flu all week. Ricky Johnson, who just cleared that triple, and here comes Ward. Ricky has had food poisoning the last couple of days.
And he told me earlier in the race, before the race, he did not want to use that as an excuse. So Johnson in front, but they're keeping him in sight. Diamond in second, Wardy third, and Lachine 4th. Ward looks extremely confident early in this race.
A precise rider. Look at the tag team coming on. Those 2 green riders are riding beautifully.
It looks like a championship wrestling, the 2 factory Kawasaki riders' teammates. But here is Johnson in front. Wardy and Lachine back in 3rd and 4th spot. Now Wardy going for second. He's got second.
Oh, my. Mickey Diamond loses his rhythm, goes to the outside, and he gets past so quick.
He looked like the little girl whose head spun around in The Exorcist when both Lachine and Ward went by him. So it is Johnson in front, Ward second, Lachine third, and Diamond a disgruntled 4th place.
Lachine's not happy with 3rd. He's pressuring his teammate, Jeff Ward.
Yes, he is, and he will do that. There is no love lost between these guys when they're on the track. It is ask no quarter, give no quarter between Ward and his teammate, Ron Lachine. So Johnson in front, Wardy second, Lachine third, Lachine trying to cut to the inside, trying to get around Ward on the inside. Ward slingshots around the outside. The 2 different lines are coming into play. Jeff Ward looking awfully strong early in this race, the main event here at San Diego. There's Ward in second, Lachine hovering in 3rd spot. The crowd cheering Johnson. He is the acknowledged local boy, the favorite here at San Diego. Almost a capacity crowd. They fly by the water barricades. Those are empty, actually. They were developed by Mickey Thompson as safety barriers. They're actually softer than hay bales if the riders run into them. Still, the infield stewards waiting on Johnson. They want him to win.
RJ picking some good lines, but he seems a little wobbly out there. He doesn't seem as confident as Jeff Ward.
No question about it. I don't think he is as confident. Wardy is strong, he is healthy, and he wants to win here in San Diego. He told me earlier he doesn't care if the crowd's for him. That'll spur him on to even go faster.
Interesting lines over the big triple here. A smooth landing, and then you can choose inside or outside, then over the strange tabletop. Very technical here.
If Johnson's just will to win will prevail, he'll win tonight, because Wardy is looking awfully strong, but Johnson has got that desire to win here, and it's going to be an interesting main event.
Here comes Wardy, and he's coming on strong. A new line to the outside.
Johnson to the inside, Ward to the outside. Ward passes. Can he hold on? Yes! Johnson wobbles on the top of the tabletop.
Johnson tried to block him on the inside, came up short. Wardy with a smooth fast line on the outside totally cleared that tabletop.
Unbelievable pass by Ward. He is out in front. The crowd is not happy about this. And now the question, will Johnson hold on and dog Ward looking for a mistake, or will he fall back and let Ward have the victory?
Already passing slower riders.
Jeff Ward, number 1, about 5'6", 160-pound bundle of muscle out of Mission Viejo, California. He is tough, no question about that. He's in excellent physical shape. Nobody trains harder than Ward. He half squats over 435 pounds. Massive thighs. Johnson in second, Wardy in front.
And Ward looks smooth right now.
Jeff Ward, number 1, continues to lead a hard-charging Rick Johnson. Here's a clip from Rick Johnson's new home video documentary, where 5-time World Motocross champion Roger DeCoster was asked, what sells motorcycles? And as for Honda, a lot has to do with Rick Johnson's worldwide popularity, as well as his racing success.
Of course, winning sells motorcycles, but also the personality and being liked by the people. And Ricky is definitely liked by the people, whether he goes and races in San Diego in front of his own crowd, or in Japan, in Tokyo, or in Paris, or in Italy. He is always liked, and that's because he has paid his he's paying his dues. He doesn't make excuses if he doesn't win, and he's a rider that can come from behind also, and the public really likes a rider that can come from behind.
And the crowd here at San Diego definitely wants to see Ricky Johnson come from behind and pass Jeff Ward. With just a few laps left in the main event here at San Diego's Jack Murphy Stadium, Wardy is leading. Johnson trying to reel him in.
And Johnson looks a little sloppy here and there. Wardy, look how smooth he is over that tabletop. Johnson comes short. And Johnson's got different lines, but I'm not sure what's happening here. Now Johnson moves to the inside.
Johnson comes up on Wardy. Wardy blocking. Wardy looks good. He looks unbelievable. Johnson comes back to the inside. Now Ward, coming up on traffic, will try to use that traffic to block Johnson. Here's Johnson on the outside. Wardy to the inside. Again, the two separate lines. The track, beautiful here at Mickey Thompson's race. This race produced by the Mickey Thompson Entertainment Group. They do off-road races all over the world. And the track is staying together extremely well. Here's Wardy flying over the jump. Johnson staying right behind him like a shadow.
Over the big double, through the oops, now the big triple.
It is Wardy's race all the way at this point, using the other traffic to block beautifully. He passes a lap rider. Johnson's got to go to the inside and go around him. Go to the outside now. Go around the other rider.
Johnson got held up there. Not good at all. He's got to look down the track a little bit more. He's got to play it smart.
This show produced by John Bradley Entertainment, and a good show it is, a good main event, as Wardy continues to frustrate Johnson. And the crowd, the near-capacity crowd, is upset about this. They want to see Johnson win.
Wardy's taken some great lines, and he's making it look very smooth. On the other hand, Ricky is very fast through the whoop-de-doos, and look at him come on.
But Johnson's still suffering from food poisoning, Dave, and he's got some problems. He's trying to reel in Ward and just can't seem to do it.
I don't know if he's got the strength. We know one thing. The strong man out front is riding precise. The fastest part of the track right here. Get your wheel back on the ground, upshift to third, fourth gear, over the big double. Outstanding flight.
They are flying literally 50 to 60 feet through the air. They're 25 to 30 feet up. Boy, they're going to have to go for oxygen mask before too long.
Inside move. Johnson, a great move there.
Trying to move up. He's got a couple of feet on Wardy, but Wardy continues to lead in this main event at San Diego.
But Johnson saw a new line there. Wardy's taking the outside there.
Rick Johnson, number 2, Jeff Ward, number 1. The crowd's attention focused on these young riders. And Wardy does not clear the plateau.
And RJ takes the outside line, and look at the triple, and he gains at least 20 feet on.
Unbelievable. Ricky Johnson, responding to the cheers, the accolades of the crowd, has suddenly turned up the wick.
He is watching Jeff Ward. Jeff Ward, though, has eyes at the back of his head.
That's right. Roy Turner, the Kawasaki race manager, has a one-way radio to both Ward and Lachine. He's sitting in the press box feeding them information, and Johnson is a little frustrated. He sees that aerial on the back of Ward's helmet. He doesn't like that at all.
Ricky trying to take different lines, and Jeff Ward seems to know where Ricky is without looking back.
He does know, because he's got Roy Turner up in the stands telling him exactly where Johnson's trying to pass. Johnson going to the inside, Ward on the outside. Here comes Johnson, putting the pressure on. The crowd starting to go crazy. Johnson putting the pressure on Ward. He goes to the inside. Look at that. Locks up the rear wheel.
Amazing pass block. What a move.
Unreal. A beautiful pass block. The crowd is going absolutely insane. And Wardy is suddenly frustrated.
It's not over yet. Ward still has some very fast lines. Ricky Johnson has traffic now.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings, but right now Ricky Johnson is singing out in front. He's putting the traffic. A beautiful move there, David.
He moved right in behind Eric Kehoe and right in front of Stanton, and now he's out in front, and Ward's got to contend with Kehoe.
Oh, that was a frustrating move by Johnson to Ward. He used the other traffic. Now the white flag out, and Johnson is in front, and the crowd responding. Everybody's going crazy here at San Diego.
8 turns to go to the checkered flag, and here comes RJ.
The final lap. Can Wardy catch Johnson? That's the question, and Johnson is on the gas. The crowd cheering, standing, waving him on, and Johnson is looking good.
Normally on this last lap with RJ leading, he'd be showing off, doing a little bit of showboating, but not right now.
Nope. It's all right down here, the final lap, and Johnson knows that. He knows that it's right there in front of him. The checker flag is coming out. He's got to hold off Ward. There is no time for showboating.
Oh, you know Ward is very frustrated right now, but he's still riding very smart.
He's staying behind Johnson, staying right within sight to look for a chance to pounce. He's waiting for a mistake by Johnson, but Johnson, I don't think, is going to give him that mistake this time.
2 turns to go right now.
Ricky Johnson, number 2. The crowd standing, cheering, waving this guy on. They want him to win. He lands hard. He jarred his ancestors on that landing, and look at Ward come up on him, looking for a mistake. Johnson going for the checker flag. He's got it. Johnson wins it. Ward comes over in second, and Ward is frustrated. No question about it. Oh, he waves to the crowd. The crowd responding. They love Ricky Johnson in San Diego.
Ricky Johnson, very excited. High five to the course workers. Let's take a look at that one more time. That inside pass coming into turn number 4, Larry, was picture perfect. A double jump leading to that. RJ just had the inside, totally locked it up.
And look at Johnson. He locks up the rear brake in an attempt to block Ward. Ward almost goes down, but he saw what Johnson was going to do.
Thank you, Larry. Ricky, congratulations. Outstanding ride to make it through that first turn. That's half the battle, isn't it?
Yes, it was, Dave. It was a real tight first turn, but actually there wasn't real high speeds because it was a short starting line, so it wasn't too dangerous. It got tight and you bounced around a little bit, but it wasn't really dangerous if you went down.
Okay, you lost the lead. What happened there?
Jeff was riding real aggressive. He was. I was just trying to hold the inside line and try to be smooth, and I figured I'd make him go around the outside of me. But that's what he did. He just carried a lot more speed than I did, and passed me. So he just was riding hard and aggressive, and then I started watching him.
And your final big move, a lap and a half to go.
Yeah, it was when we were going through lappers, I was trying to sucker Jeff into going to the outside over there, and I kept riding the outside and getting next to him so he could see me, and I think he figured that was faster. So he went out there. I got on the inside of him. We were came neck and neck over the little tabletop, and then we had a double jump to a right-hand turn, and I had the inside, and I knew if I could even be next to him or even close to being next to him, I had the inside, and I could take it away from him, and I did.
Beautiful pass. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I just thankful to be here.
Larry, the results.
The results: Ricky Johnson, Jeff Ward, Ron Lachine, Mickey Diamond, Glover in 5th, Holland 6th, Kehoe, Jeff Stanton, Billy the Bullet Frank, and Keith Bowen. The main event here at San Diego. Kawasaki leads the Manufacturers' Cup, combines the Ultracross and the Stadium Motocross, 125 and 250 after 2 rounds. Individual standings: Ricky Johnson is first with 50 points, Jeff Ward second, 8 points back, and Mickey Diamond third with 40 points. In Ultracross 125 competition, Kawasaki's Jeff Matasevich is dominating the series. So Ricky Johnson came and saw and conquered, but I think David Stanfield, I was thinking there for a while, it was going to be Jeff Ward's night.
So did everybody. Jeff Ward was riding very well.
But even with food poisoning, Ricky won it.
Determination. It's won more races for Ricky than anything else.
Unbelievable. So from San Diego's Jack Murphy Stadium, I'm Larry Huffman for David Stanfield. Thanks for joining us. A Mickey Thompson Entertainment Group production in association with John Bradley Entertainment.